It'd be dark for a second.
It'd be dark for like a couple minutes.
Like, oh my God, it's an eclipse. What the fuck is going on? I got a PlayStation 5 vessel. You got one? Yeah, and I also got a crib. Yep.
I told him to get one of those.
He texted me, going, yo, you should get a PlayStation 5 Black Friday. And I just texted him, I'm going to move some money around. And I did, bro. Oh, good. I was wondering about the stocks.
Dollar index. The dollar going up, though.
Dollar going up. We got to talk about that.
I feel like...
Is it going... I think it's going down. I think red means bad.
Oh, is it? But you know how it is. It goes down, then it goes up.
One thing about me is I know about stocks. You ever invested in anything? Yeah. Oh, yeah? What did you invest in?
After COVID, I started with stocks because the market was just so volatile and weird that everything just shook around a lot and went up eventually. But it was like right after COVID.
Yeah.
So it couldn't really go wrong. And after that, I went to crypto.
You're a crypto boy. Yeah. You make money with crypto?
Well, I don't trade like daily, but I have just some money in Bitcoin.
Oh, so it's like inshallah investments. You put the money
long term.
Like the day it really makes a come up and he like, I'm gonna be on that.
Yeah.
That's pretty smart.
And I have been for like 2013, I think.
Fucking hell.
So great, locked in.
Yeah, pretty good. And has the investments been good?
Yeah. Like last 2 years were fucked.
Yeah.
But before that, yeah. And still, I'm working out of margins, so I'm not losing money anymore. So it's real easy for me to talk.
Should we invest in something? Is there something that's popping right now?
Strip clubs for show.
Strip clubs for show.
Like
Why?
There's a big difference between crypto and Bitcoin. You should just do Bitcoin and not crypto.
What do you mean strip clubs?
I mean, because okay, so if you think about the market value of certain things, right?
Yeah.
You have to think long term. You know. Because with crypto, people got skeptical, and then a lot of different shit happened, and then things got too complicated. One thing that people are not skeptical about, entertainment. Pleasure.
And AI can't replace strip clubs.
Because it's art.
Yeah.
I knew he didn't have shit for that. He just looked at me and was like, oh, fuck you, dude. I don't know what to do with this.
Strip clubs, they're artists. Yeah.
I mean... Like,
do you think strippers do their morning pages every
First of all, you work there. You know this shit is art.
I did work at a strip
These
club.
guys have a niche and they work their ass off.
I gotta explain that.
I know you don't.
I can't just leave that over there.
No, you don't. Because, bro, guess what, bro? This just brings it back to my point. If you invest in strip clubs, there'll always be some kid from Africa looking for a job that's down to host whatever. And he might just say yes to anything. Even if he doesn't get paid yet. He'll do it because you promise him $200 a night.
Yeah, $275. $275. It's not bad.
Okay, I don't know if you're raising it for the camera. Is it actually $275 or it was $200 the whole time?
It was $275.
Okay. It was $275.
It wouldn't have made a difference. You could offer me $100 for it. It wasn't the money that. Do you know about this?
We're not talking about the gig in 2027, right?
The gay in 2027?
The gig.
Oh, the gig. No, not that. That's not for the podcast to use. That's for private. You guys will hear about 24th of March, 2027. Big things are coming.
Do some ads for that now.
Yeah, I should start promoting now.
W release party. I don't even know what's happening.
But did I ever tell you about when I was working at the strip show?
No.
So I was a year ago or so. I got asked to like host this like Magic Mike show, you know. But I thought it was Magic Mike, like a magic microphone. Like I thought I'd be like, oh yeah, this gonna be light and easy.
Because they booked a comedian. So you're thinking, oh, you want me to host? Or you want me to do comedy?
Yeah, I had a meeting. They said we would love you to host. I was like, cool, I can host. I host all the time, bro. They said every Saturday night get paid $275. I was like, bro, and consistent gigs in comedy, you can't turn that down, right? No. So I text Shoot. I was like, yo, pull up to the first one, right? So he pulls up. It's at this big club. I go, how many people coming? He goes, about 400 women. I go, fucking hell, 400 women.
Nice.
Great. Easy dub.
And a few like groups of gay men too. Like you have that as well, right? Yeah. Because I'm noticing, like I'm pulling up and I'm like, there's a theme.
There's a theme here.
Right? Like I was like, what is happening? Right?
What would bring 400 women and a bunch of gay dudes to the same place? I'm like, I don't know what this show is going to be. I pull up, I go, so how do you guys want me to host the show? You want me to do some jokes on top? Do this, do that? And they looked at me and said, jokes? I'm not doing any jokes. I said, okay, what do you want me to do? They said, first things first, put on this glitter suit. So head to toe, I'm covered in like this fucking silver glitter suit. Right? Shining, right? And I go, okay, so how the show is going to start? They go, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to play Who Runs the World by Beyonce. Girls, who runs the world? Girls, right? And I go, okay, and then when the music fades, do I say something? And they look at me, they go, the music never fades. I said, what?
It just keeps going.
It just keeps going. If anything, it gets louder. Girls,
who runs the world?
Girls, right?
The whole time.
I pull up.
I have trauma now. I'm
Right?
thinking about this. I'm like, holy shit. Like, as soon as you sing it, I'm like, I remember verbatim every moment. The way he walked out. And then,
couldn't hear anything.
and you just hear, who runs the world?
Girls.
And like, he's just trying to talk, but it keeps getting louder. And like, I'm traumatized. I'm realizing this. As soon as you mention it, like,
make some noise if you're Dutch. No one can hear what I'm saying.
No.
I'm like, no, it's just like and very quickly I was like, wow, bro. I have to. The acts I'm bringing on, their names are like Tarzan, Mr. Miami, right? And these fantastic. By the way, some of these
Tarzan looks exactly like what you think he would look like. By the way,
these the most in shape boys I've ever seen in my entire life. The most athletic. Awesome dancers. They were like choreographers for like the Pussycat Dolls, Britney Spears.
That's why I say this shit is art, because the choreography that in strip clubs they have to have set up, like these motherfuckers rehearse, bro.
Dude, gays can dance.
Gays, say what you will.
Yeah.
Vessel, you said a lot about gays off camera.
I do.
But I'm glad you finally had something nice to say. But people, what I've realized recently is that I genuinely thought that I couldn't dance because I was white. Right? I thought it was like terminal because I can't dance, but I realized my hips are like cement blocks, you know. I've just never moved my hips before. So I've been going to the gym and I've been stretching out my hips a little bit because my hips, like, people go, move your hips. I'm moving my torso. I go, oh, they're separate things, bro. I got my legs. I got, you don't know how to move your hips either.
Not really.
Not really. No, none of us do, bro. This is the secret, bro. Everyone made me believe growing up in South Africa I couldn't dance because who I am.
Yeah.
But just because my hips never moved, right? Because we don't be dancing at like white church.
Because your hips been lying this whole time.
My hips.
Shakira told you better. Your hips been capping. Your hips are
you.
untrustworthy.
Hook my hips up to a polygraph, bro. I'm failing.
Like what's the word for someone that lies a lot? There's a word that
a pathological liar.
Your
My hips are pathologic as liars. Yeah, for real. We gotta drop a remix. My hips are lying.
Your hips lie like a motherfucker.
But don't worry, bro. They're getting more honest. I've been doing some stretches.
Do some honest work.
I've been doing some honest work, you know.
No more taking shortcuts with these hips. No.
It's, bro, now that I know my hips can't move, right? I like don't like going out.
It's a beautiful thing.
Like, bro, I gotta hold a cup and just, you know, bob. That's the white dude dance. We all know what it is like. If you don't have a bottle with you, white guys are just hands to the side. That's why all the white dudes at the club got a drink in their hands. Because then you don't even move your hips. Because bro's just hanging out. You drop the bottle, you're not hanging out anymore. You're an active participant in this scenario. And then you got to move your hips. And I can't do that. Until, bro, mark this words, whatever podcast episode it is next year.
When you were learning how to use your hips, what song did you play in the background?
Welcome back to In the Background. I was like, whoa. I was like, ugh.
The podcast that you
play in the background.
Oh, welcome back, everybody.
Dude, I was waiting for what song, right?
And then never found out.
But we are going to get the songs still.
It was some sort of...
Short here, Daniel, Vessel. We just got to do that real quick. Then we're going to get back into the story.
Yeah. Bro, that I can't remember the song, but it was some sort of... Because I was also learning how to, like, whine, you know?
Oh, just in case.
Just in case. They were like, what if a girl throws her back on you? That's what my friend in case she said, you got to know how to whine. I said, I don't know if I've ever left the house with that worry. What
if someone throws it back on me today?
I don't know how that happened. Would you know what to do if someone threw it back on you? Do you know what that means?
I don't know what it means.
Should?
Oh, so the art of throwing it back is the gyration of the booty cheeks against another individual, usually in the hip region. And once throwing it back takes place, usually the receiver also throws it forward in a sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But not too
Stiffens
forward.
up.
Not too forward. No.
That's
You
the
got
thing. You
got to bring it back a little bit.
You're like a shadow self.
And then
right?
put it back out.
Okay.
It's almost like you're trying to possess somebody, but not too much, right? You
Yeah.
just like, you want to make a little bit of contact, but not enough.
Because that's also what they do a lot at this like strip show. So they bring somebody up, and then to like the actual act of like lap dancing on somebody is so hard. Especially I can't imagine if you're like a dude, right? Because you got stuff there in the middle, so you're trying to think about, okay, you want her to feel it, but you don't want her to feel all of it because it's still a strip show, right?
Yeah.
So you got to be extra cautious. So that's why I feel like, in a way, they do have to know even more how to do every kind of dance. Like, they have to know how to whine. They have to know how to do everything. Because also, when you're receiving, the idea of when you're having something thrown back on you or you're being lap danced, the idea is that when you're receiving, you also do stuff too.
Yeah.
Right?
Because
ideally, you want to be doing stuff.
How would you describe it? Like, what you're meant to do? The way it...
That's a very good question. Like during a lap dance or like when dancing standing up?
When
I have these videos in my head of just rappers on stage, and then this big booty woman walks up and she just starts throwing it back.
Yeah.
And it's like an entire show. Like she's like almost with her head on the ground, just shaking it. The guy's just hands in the air, screaming and shit.
But he makes it look that easy, because if you think about it, if you were just standing straight and someone's throwing, you'd be like, you get it bounced back, you know?
I imagine you have to get like into the right rhythm
You have to have the right shoes for it too.
Really?
You need stuff for grip. I'm talking boots, Timberlands, anything
What
you can
about
get.
those toe shoes? You know what I'm talking about? Those
No, too slippery. You need something solid with good grip, and you don't want it to be too close to your actual feet, because then if your feet slip, because your feet could slip, you know? So you need something with that extra grit at the bottom that
you
really...
almost want studs, like your football boots, right?
Something solid.
Something solid.
Something solid.
Get some studs out, get some spikes, get your shit locked into the ground.
Yeah, you need it locked into the ground.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do, because it's all about momentum.
Strong core.
You're working a lot with momentum. It's
Okay.
physics, really, if anything.
Physics, really? Okay, yeah.
Because it's big booties.
It depends.
Like,
Because it's big booties.
That's a lot of weight.
That's the way Vessel said it. Because it's big booties.
It's big booties. You gotta know what to do with the big booties. Yeah.
I don't.
You don't, right?
No,
I don't even know what to
honestly,
do with
I
big
don't.
booties.
Yeah. I've seen the girls you go out with you.
Okay, first of all, all right, one thing I can always say, all right, to handle it, it takes confidence.
Yeah.
In every regard. You gotta believe that you can, even if you can't.
I can imagine.
Because I feel like Caribbean people, that's also a confidence. It's like, we don't know if this is gonna work, but we will try. Like, you know, like, I don't know if you ever heard like Jamaican men saying outrageous things to people.
Yeah. I mean, in general, it's just like a trend.
It's like a thing.
Oh,
like,
okay.
it's like, well, I mean, Caribbean people, like Caribbean men in general, like they say up front, like they want to do to you, but they say it quietly because they know it's shameful, right? But they'll say it up to you. But for other stuff that they're not shameful of, like they'll say it very loudly, you know? So it's like, it'll be like, hey, gal, come here. I want to breed you. Because they know it's bad to say it. They're like, I'm not going to let everybody hear this. But they're going to know I'm talking to you, though. Right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like this kind of like confidence from the jump, where it's like, I am confident, but also I know at the same time, like, oh, what my limits are, but I'm willing to go beyond it. Like, whatever you want, you know?
You see, I lack
Adaptability.
all of that. I lack all of that confidence. I've got no idea. A club is my kryptonite. A club is my nightmare. Because number one, I can't talk, which is kind of my thing. I gotta like be able to use my voice, right? I've got a UN accent, right? I gotta like be able to talk. And then I gotta dance. That's like, it's almost like every dude I know that loves to go to clubs, they either know how to move or they're really good looking and they shouldn't talk, you know? And then that's where they thrive. An environment where you don't need to talk and you can just move.
Okay.
But like, bro, like I see it, it's like going to the dance floor, bro. Like I gotta have a couple drinks in me. Like I'd rather do like an hour of comedy, 2 hours of comedy in Serbia. Like genuinely, like I get so nervous. I get like sweats.
Yeah.
Like a fat kid at a swimming pool.
I feel like a fat kid at a swimming pool, bro. I don't want to show people. People know I'm gonna sink.
But you have to disassociate, though.
You can't think about it, right?
You can't think about, well, almost, because if you disassociate and you have fun, because you'd be like, oh, this kid doesn't want to jump in the pool and swim or in the deep end because they feel like you can't swim. But if he in the shallow end and he got his own toys and shit and he got like the floaties and you like, yo, we actually having fun for it. Because you got to disassociate from the bullshit, right? So you can't be like, oh, I'm not having fun because I can't swim over there.
Yeah.
You go, oh, but in this shallow end, I could like hang out a little bit.
You can just chill out a
right?
little bit.
Yeah.
I think that's honestly what I've been realizing recently is the less self-awareness, the better. The truer, like you can just have fun in no matter what you're doing. It's kind of the key to comedy as well. It's like, bro, if it's going badly, you gotta just chill out.
Yeah.
You gotta just fucking keep hanging out, dude.
Yeah.
You gotta get through
You gotta
it.
keep hanging out.
Yeah. And as soon as you start overthinking shit, no matter what it is, even me texting people. Like if I'm not with my boys, I don't even second guess a text.
Facts.
But if I rewrite it once, like if I'm texting, I rewrite, bro, 2 hours are cooked now because now I've set a standard. Now I gotta go, what's gotta be better than the thing I deleted, right? And then it gets all fucked up in your head, you know? Like if I'm thinking about what to text somebody, it's like gonna take me a minute, and it'll be so much worse if I just said what I wanted to say, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have that when texting people?
I have it with emailing people.
Yeah.
Like good afternoon, good day, hi. And also because at our age we say hi a lot, even though it's not Dutch.
Yeah.
But then I'm working with only Dutch people, so I can't really say hi.
Yeah.
Yes, dude, I lose minutes over it.
You lose minutes, I lose hours.
I mean, because, I think it's so interesting because you mentioned the email thing. And that is so real, right? Because it's like, I find it so hard to also find that balance of being like, oh, how do I get what I want to say across fully, especially if you're asking for something. It's like, okay, what the fuck? Like, this is, like, I don't know how to do it. Like, if you were right here in front of me, I could feel your vibe, but I don't know when you're going to see this. I don't know what your vibe going to be. You might even respond to me in 2 weeks because it's a fucking email, right? I don't even know how to get past that, but I think it's so interesting when people try to like make it more like interesting. Like this dude, this dude just sent me an email and he goes, "Hey bro, here's an invoice. Thanks for making them act like." What do you say?
I said, "Thanks for forcing them to book me."
Yeah, thanks for forcing them to book me. Like he would put this in the email, and I'm like, brother.
I said emails.
Not
like
even
that.
A kind regards. Like
And he just replied, "Paid the invoice." But I text even every club owner I send invoices to. I throw a little bit of sauce on it. You know, I gotta be a little bit funny. It's just the way I like to text. I was talking to you. I want to text this girl. It took me a week to think of a text, right? And when I'm thinking about
wait, you were gonna call her.
I know I didn't. I was
I was with Luna and he was woke up and Luna, I need a girl's advice. Should I call her or text her? And it was all
Luna looked at me like I shot somebody when I was like, should I call her? She's like, why the fuck would you call somebody? And I was like, I don't know, bro, because I want to talk. I can't text. My tone gets misinterpreted, bro. I don't know how to text.
Jokes don't come across over text.
No.
Okay, but is that weird if you just call somebody you're interested in?
I was told.
Is that weird? I feel like if you were just casually talking to a girl and she just called you out of nowhere, you wouldn't be like, oh wow. Okay.
I'd love that. I love phone calls. I mean, you.
I hate phone calls. If somebody called me, I'd be like, girl, we are done.
Yeah,
we are done. If you call me,
him just because I know it's gonna piss him off.
It's funny because I'm saying like, oh, if a girl calls you, it's so sweet. But if she calls me, I'll be like, you're out of your fucking mind. You know that? Like,
you're putting me on the spot. Yeah.
I love phone calls because do you know what? For me, if I text a girl, it's like a ticking timer on a bomb because each text it resets. Whether it's like, but it's counting up, being like, okay, you haven't replied for an hour. Now it's a day. Oh, now you hate me and you want me to fucking die, right? But with a call, either you pick up or you don't pick up. But I'm not. Then you can call me back if you want to. But that's almost an answer in itself, is my logic, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Which is why I like it. But then then you get told it's like, well, what if I get told it's too much. You're doing too much. A phone call. Fam, pick up the phone. What are we building a BBM relationship?
And first of all, like that reaction, I think it's also a good reaction to get in jail. I remember I was just hanging out with him, and then he just randomly got called, and he was on a group call. Oh, right? Oh, randomly, yeah. And it was just like 3 gal, and then he was just like, "Hello," and they're just talking about something. He's like, "Why did you call me?" And then they hung up.
Bro, I'm getting rage baited.
I'm like it did do a good reaction because it got a reaction out of him, and he got the phone call, and I was also panicking. I was like, why the fuck 3 girls just calling this dude for no reason?
They were in a limo as well.
In a group call.
The fuck?
In different locations.
And then, you know what happened? I texted one of the girls the next day. I was like, why did you call me? And she said, you called me. I said, motherfucker, I got witnesses. What you mean I called you, bro?
It looked like he got invited to like a TikTok live where they ask questions where it's like dark skins or light skins. What? Why am I? What?
What's going on, man? It's crazy. But also, you know, when before I text the girl, I then will start going into the mindset of like, all right, bro, I can't text her in the morning.
Yeah.
Because when people wake up, that's not like a sexy move. Then it's going to be so I got to go call in the afternoon. But I go, oh, man. But then it's the afternoon. Maybe they're working.
Nah, what if you called and you were like, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, beautiful.
I just want to see how you slept. She's like, we've never spoken before. How did you get my number?
Yo, calling good morning, beautiful, because you didn't want to text it?
It's crazy. I just want to say good morning, beautiful. But that's some shit I would do because I think it's funny. But no, people be like,
no, that's crazy
that's
work.
crazy.
That's
yeah.
crazy work.
I would hate, I'd never do that.
Insane work, even.
Never done that. But then you go, I can't text her at nighttime either because it's us. But then it's like every hour of the day, there's like you overthinking. Anyway, after a week, what I settled on, I just texted her, do you like arcades? And that was it. And I told her, I said, do you hate arcades? I said, do you hate arcades? And I saw Luna just before this. And she was like, da-da-da-da. And I was like, oh, I texted her this. I said, do you hate arcades? I saw Luna's face change from this to... Okay, you know what, bro, fuck it, right? I'm not even going to do nothing. I won't call her. You told me to text her, bro. Then I text her. You don't like my text, man. Fuck that shit. One, bro. I'll just airdrop it. I'll just airdrop my contact, inshallah, bro.
Okay, first of all, do you hate arcades is a great question. I don't care.
I feel like that's
do you
a great
hate
question.
something is a great question.
Yeah.
Like, for example, do you hate the Jews? No, I'm just joking.
Oh my God.
I'm just joking. Before they know the conversation about algorithms, it's so funny. Oh yeah, we're gonna have this censored. So I hope you guys know what it says. Yeah, just
but
creativity.
I would like to know. Wait, firstly, do you get anxiety texting girls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
you do?
You know what I do is like I kind of have it the same way where it's like, you know how when you just do something and then you're like instantly you're like, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like you care a lot, you do it and you're like, man, who gives a fuck?
Man, fuck that shit. Yeah. That shit's
like as soon as I click send, I'm like, who gives a fuck about this shit, bro?
Bro,
would that be like a small sense of post-nut clarity? Could you?
It tiny is a small bit.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, like the same system.
Yeah. One of the reasons I like being super direct is because the anxiety of the unknown is like, I don't mind being told no, but I just like a no. That's it. It'd be like, hey, this, and this. And it's a no, bro. Well, you don't owe me anything. You don't need to do this thing if you don't want to do it. But they're like, as soon as I send a message that I feel like, well, that's exactly what I meant to say, I feel zero anxiety. I don't really mind what they reply. You know, as long as I've communicated what I wanted to communicate, then I kind of feel fine. If I'm throwing like a little bit of sig, trying to like be like test the waters, then I go, oh, then I'm reading into everything. I don't like it.
Should you have the mindset, and tell me if I'm wrong, and it's going to sound weird, but that you should have the same, like as a kid, people always said you shouldn't be afraid of animals because they are more afraid of you than you are of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Should that be like your attitude towards women? Because it comes across as confident.
But I mean, they are. I mean, when you say
scared, yeah.
Okay, fair.
Because women are scared of men, but we're also scared of women. Accurately.
Oh yeah.
Like we're very much very much a lot of anxiety. Oh, yeah. Except the ones that are like that say outrageous shit. Like you ever hear a story about a dude that said outrageous shit to a girl? You're like, yo, like, yo, we could say that. Like, and there's a dude that doesn't know about that because it kind of is like you do kind of see where it's like, you do approach them kind of scared, but then they feel that.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
But that's kind of what I was saying.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but that's kind of like the Caribbean dude thing. It's like you fake it till you make it. Like you keep going until it goes, that was a terrible mistake. But they respect you for trying, though. They respect you for trying, though. Like,
the energy you give is the energy you get back, right?
Like, brother, like, I ain't gonna lie. Like,
not in every case.
Like, bro, like, if we went out and like, let's say someone wanted to dance with you and you got it thrown back on you and you burst through a wall, would everybody laugh at you? Yes. But would you be the most respected white dude in the whole event? Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Everybody, dog, you will be a legend. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just the confidence part that I'm like, okay, you do kind of need that. But I'm saying this a lot. I would never do it. I hate hearing no.
Yeah.
If I hear no, I'll be like, I am never doing this again.
Yeah.
Ever again.
I don't mind a no. I don't really mind a no. I used to really not like no's. But then you get enough no's, you go, no's aren't so bad. I think comedy helps you a lot, though, because comedy, sometimes you go, bro, I'm going to communicate this beautiful thing, and it's so funny, and everyone's going to love it, and you walk up and you do it, and you just go, oh, man, bro, everyone fucking hates this. And you got to go home and think about what you've done.
Yeah.
Which is, to me, scarier than just a simple, would you like to go out? No, fair enough. But going up and like, yo, so how I feel about my friends and my family, and people going, yeah, man, this shit's trash. You go, oh, okay. All right.
Okay. Instead of no, what about yeah, but?
Yeah, but that's, the more indirect, the more it kind of, yeah, I don't like that.
You don't like that?
Okay, yes, but in what sense?
Because to me, it's like if someone says no, it cuts off all possibility of there being something else.
Yeah.
So I don't like to hear no. If someone tells me, if I go, oh, would you like to go, like, do you hate, would you like to go to the arcade?
Yeah.
And they're like, no. I'll be like, all right. Like, and I'll just dip,
but that's
right?
it, right? That's
but then,
done.
like, if the person goes, nah, but, maybe we could do this instead, I'd be like, okay, now we talking.
Okay.
If I hear no,
Yeah.
I'm like, that's it.
Oh, but-
I'm done.
but I
I'm never
think-
doing this again.
I agree.
I'm never asking you to do this again.
Okay, but if I ask for someone's number and someone says no, but I can give you my Instagram,
I'm
fuck that.
Fuck that. They just want to follow it.
That's just a
Yeah.
disrespect.
that's just
Like your number is worth that much, and your Instagram is just follow me.
Yeah, I think, but that's also, to be fair, I think saying no to dudes, you gotta get creative because you're playing with fire. Like a girl saying no to us, genuinely, you catch the wrong dude, they're like, what the fuck do you mean by no? Do you know who the fuck I am? People get fucking aggy. Like,
Yeah, okay.
Girls are
crazy
kind of like,
people.
But that's why they're scared of dudes. That's
For
kind of where,
sure.
but it's because what if the dude react this way if
Yeah,
I
yeah,
say
yeah.
no? But then that's kind of where it's like, that's what I mean, that those are the type of dudes that say outrageous shit.
Yeah.
That you're like, yo, like,
Yeah.
okay, so that's why they're scared of us.
Yeah.
Because of the outrageous shit that some dudes be
Yeah.
saying as soon as they hear the no.
yeah, that's why. So in a sense, it's like I don't mind a no, even if it's a creative no. But you can tell what a no is. If someone's like, there's nice no's and there's harsher no's. I don't
It's
really.
also body language.
Yeah, you can kind of tell.
Yeah.
Right. Well, as long as they're saying no and they just want it to be a comfortable situation, that's like super fine. But you get some people that would like to lead people on, where it's like, and then there's a different thing. That's a different thing.
Yeah, but that's also one of the things that Luna said when you asked for advice. Is she said, like maybe text her because you don't know how she'd react, and over text it's easier to say no if she wants to.
Yes,
But
which
that's a bad thing in my opinion, because even if she says no now, maybe she would want it,
yeah.
but she just doesn't know.
And then
Then if you call and you don't force it, but it's less
Yeah.
easy to say no, and then you can hang out, and then it's really fun actually, and you have a good time, and then
Yeah.
she's actually really glad that she said yes.
But it's funny. People give advice based on what they enjoy. So
Yeah.
I don't mind phone calls. So I would tell my friends, call her, of course, because it doesn't cause me anxiety. If I asked you, you'd be like, fuck no, what are you going to call her for, bro? She's never going to talk to you again. So it's really dependent.
But I think it also depends because I never call people. If I were to call somebody, it'd be like, oh.
That's true, yeah.
It
that's
makes it
true.
more valuable
That's
when I
true.
do call. So
That's
then they'll
true.
be like, wait, what's going on right
If
now?
he ever called me, I'd start panicking. I'd
Yeah,
be like,
that's crazy.
yeah,
If I call you, something's up.
yeah, the pod's done, I guess. Sorry to all 42 of you.
That's also why I'm never nice to someone.
Ever?
No.
I'm never nice to somebody.
I hate it.
Never
I'm
say
an
anything
asshole
nice.
to everyone I meet. They
Yeah.
hate me.
Have either you been rejected in a really nice way where you felt fine by it? Like, is there
Yeah.
almost a skeleton key? Yeah.
Yeah, and she was like very obvious about it too. Like I was like, I broke it off, and I think it was like 2 weeks later, and I was
Yeah.
like, I am tweaking, right? So I was like, let me try to hit her up, try to see if maybe we could talk this out, I hit her up, and I was like, yo, can we meet up and talk this out? She goes, I don't want to do that just to give you closure. I'm like, fair enough.
Yeah. But that's fair enough. But
I was like, wow.
How did you react to that at
That
the time?
shit, I was like, respect. I was like, honestly, that is the most mature shit I've ever heard in my fucking life.
It's tough to swallow though at the time, huh?
Tough, and I was like, I gotta be a better man, dude. I gotta work on my shit. I gotta work on my closure. Why am I seeking this validation from others? What the fuck?
That's a tough ass line. I ain't gonna do that to give your ass closure. Man, she fucking ate you up. Yeah, but
honestly, and it was the fact that she put a capital Y or U to give you closure. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, she capitalized it.
Double down. That
Bold
was like,
as well.
I was like, I respect it. That's a good way to put somebody down.
Put someone in their place. Yeah, that's intense. That's like, but that's good though.
Like, because it didn't like crush me. It was like,
that's
you're right. I'm tweaking,
and it made you grow. That's why it's a good thing. If it makes you grow and it makes you think, being like, damn, I actually can't argue with that logic. That's mad respect. Yeah, and you can adjust to it and you can accept that. That's like, I think that's a perfect response, pretty much. And for you,
no, I can't think of anything.
Yeah, I've had man, bro. Like, I don't know if I've had just people have been pretty nice to me being rejected.
Oh.
Yeah, I've had some good experience. I have some really bad experiences as well. Don't get it twisted. Have you ever rejected someone badly? On the converse, were you like, damn, I could have done that a different way?
I think no, because I think like I've heard like I've heard outrageous shit said to me.
Yeah.
Like that I was like, okay, I'll just never say that to somebody.
Yeah.
Like, I remember one time, like, I was seeing this girl, she started seeing this Dutch dude.
Yeah.
And then she was like, hey, so, I, like, really like him. And I'm like, all right. And then she was like, and we, like, spend time together, and we be, like, you know, having sex and stuff like that. And I'm like, cool. That's great for y'all. And then she's like, yeah. And I think I might just want to see him, just him, because it's better. And I'm like, what's better?
Oh.
And then she was like, just, you know, the sex, everything. And I'm like, all right. Like, I'm listening to it, and I'm, like, trying to process it. And I'm being like, you trying to tell me my shit trash right now?
What? Yeah, that's like, just, you should stop talking 5 minutes earlier. You could just say, I want to keep seeing that guy. You go, okay.
Yeah, and she just,
like
she could have just been like, oh, I'm seeing somebody and it's getting pretty serious. But then she was like, telling me that, like, yeah, it's, like, better than, like, with you. I'm like, why would you tell this to me? This is so insane. That's like, why would you tell me this sex you having with this other dude as you ending it is better, and that's why you ending it?
Yeah. At least give some tips.
At least give some tips.
Like, what were he doing?
Yeah.
Yo, put him on the phone. Is he next to you? Is he next to you?
Show me a picture.
Vessel walks through the door.
Come in here. Casper, can you hear me? Trying to call him.
Man, dude. I feel like rejection is really like, it stimulates growth, man. I feel like it's the best case. I was talking to my friend, a friend recently, and I was encouraging him. Like, let me tell you something. Like, he wants to ask this girl out. I don't think she's gonna say yes based on the scenario. And he's like, maybe I shouldn't do it. I think he should still do it just to get told no, just so it gets you desensitized a little bit. It's not the first time he's gonna get told no. I think the quicker you go, that's not so bad. I asked her, she said no. And it's so much shorter than just like waiting to see her again and hopefully changing her mind slowly. You know, make a decision. Like, and then you feel that and then it's done.
My roommate used to just ask girls' numbers. Yeah. And not do anything with them just for his own confidence.
Okay.
Just approach any pretty girl he saw, and it's not like anyone he saw on the street, but anyone who had like a slight click or anything.
Attraction to,
just ask for a number and then never ever call him or text him, but purely for himself, just to
work on his confidence. Wow. And did it work? Yeah.
There's a girlfriend now.
Nice. That's how it be.
Worked on her.
That's so crazy.
You find it.
I don't want to do that because what if I get no numbers? I'm like, yo.
But then it's the
That's
same
a
thing
weird
as
way to
getting
find
no
out
laughs,
you buck.
right? You got to keep doing it until you get laughs.
Can you get laughs?
So it's like this. You got to keep doing it until you figure out to get a number because you're obviously being weird. If you got 0 numbers, it's not. These girls are so weird. It's like, brother, it's you, my man.
Okay, I did something.
If statistically you're getting 0 numbers, a lot of dudes would be like, man, that's why I hate women. Bro, they're saying yes to somebody. You know, it's just not. It's not your ass. So look at what you're doing. That's what you know.
But then that's the thing about it, where it's like, okay, how do you like? What do you? Because everyone is different. So it's like you can't be like, oh, the way I approach one didn't work. maybe I'll switch it up. But then like the way how you approached that one must have been very genuine. And then she probably wasn't feeling that.
Yeah.
But somebody else probably could have appreciated it. You know what I mean?
So
people are different. That's why it's like, I don't think there's much to learn from it.
I think.
Unless you got it.
Well, I think what it is if you're authentic to yourself, the yeses and the nos will at least be honest. So if someone tells you a no and you were yourself, you go, okay, well, we've just saved each other time. But if you're yourself when they give you a yes, well, that's a lot more valuable than if you're trying to imitate somebody you think they would be attracted to.
Okay, how do you make a moment, right? If you wanted to approach somebody and you wanted to make a moment, what is going through your head first? What are you breaking down first as an introduction when you going in?
The first,
because this guy notoriously has Riz game. Of all the words that I could think of that Gen Z uses to say that this dude knows how to talk. He got the gift of gab. Let me put it that way.
Gift of gab.
He got gift of gab, all right?
I've got no taglines.
So what is the first thing that's going through your head when you think, I want to interact with somebody?
The first thing I'll look at is their body language. It's the same thing before I go on stage. I'll look at who's having fun, right? So if there's a girl that I'm interested in and she has an open body language and she's smiling and she looked like she'd be comfortable with me approaching her, that's step one. And if that is the case, the next thing is I'll try and make myself laugh. I almost will say something like...
He's just watching.
No, like...
That's such a funny thing to do.
Like, in terms of whatever I'll say is the first sentence, I'll try think that's such a funny thing to say to that person. Why would I go up to this really pretty girl and I say that? That's fucking crazy, you know? And if that makes me laugh, it's a little bit creative because I was like, oh, that's a funny thing to say to somebody. Then for me, that's an immediate icebreaker. Either you laugh, right? And then like, that's an easy conversation to start and I just get to know you. Or you don't. And then it's like, I will maybe play with the uncomfortable silence. I'll just be like, I thought that was funny and I thought you would like that. And then they would normally laugh at that because it's honest. They go, oh yeah, it wasn't funny, but at least he was trying to do a bit. I don't go, anyway, I gotta go. I'll stay in the, I'll just wait. I'll be like, all right. And I'll just try then I'll just stop thinking. I'll just ask questions. The same way
how you're saying like, oh, if you come, then it's you, bro, because you the one that came with this weird energy, right? Yeah. So the idea is to come off not as a weirdo.
Just come off as yourself,
I'm wondering if it's self or if it's as a human being, right?
As a human being.
Like someone that is like, uses their sense.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think actively replying to someone's body language, because what happens is some people go up with these prepared lines. It's like I watch new comedians sometimes, and they'll go up on stage, and they'll have written in their set being like, okay, I know some of you got offended by that. But if you're in the room, no one went ooh, no one went ah. But what you've done is at home, you've written a dark joke, and the audience will react with an ooh. So you've written down being like, write something being like, oh, I'm sorry you guys didn't like that joke. And what some people, when they approach girls, they go, this is my script. And they're not even looking at the girl. They're not even looking if she feels uncomfortable or not. They go, hi, my name's Daniel, and I was looking at you over there, and I was just wondering if you meant to match your nails with your dress. And the girl's like not even looking at you in the eyes. You have to go, hello. They go, hello, how are you doing? You go, I couldn't help but just noticing that your nails are the same color as your bag. Now, I'm not a professional, but I feel like you put a lot of effort into your outfit tonight. You know, that's a lot better, right? It's a lot more comfortable. That's like, you're looking at them, you're like, hey, are you into talking to me? Because if you don't want to talk to me, bro, I'm trying to make you feel uncomfortable. I'll dip. Like, I can go back to where I was standing. Like, it's no problem for me.
It's interesting if you put it in a stand-up point of view, because it's kind of like whenever I see people talk about, like, the worst thing a stand-up can essentially do, which is telling an audience to shut up, right? Yeah. Like, yelling, shut up. Like, just being, like, just breaking everything, just being like, yo, bro, shut up. Like, that's the worst thing you could do because it's not fun or funny, and it goes against everything you've been trying to build, right? The idea is that when you're up there, and it's in any way, even if you're flirting, you can't show that something is affecting you. Is that you still have to be playful, because if you're not playful, it's not flirting anymore. Now, if you are triggered by something or something comes out, now it's like, all right, okay, we're not flirting anymore. Now I just need to interact with you or introduce myself or leave.
Yeah.
Like, that's one of the two, because that's what I think is kind of where it's like, so with like a comic, for example, if someone is talking too much, you have to play with it, right? You have to do something. What did he say? Oh, look at this guy. What are you talking about? Blah, blah, blah. But just breaking it and just kind of snapping, I think that does let everybody know, like, okay, this isn't a game anymore.
Yeah.
We're not flirting. This is... you're either a weirdo or we had a weird start.
Yes, exactly.
And only you can make that up from here on out.
Yeah. That's exactly that.
Okay, and then I saw some clips from your Instagram lately, and like sometimes the crowd just gives all these most outrageous comments and shit.
Yeah.
Like, you could compare that with the comparison you were making to talking to girls and talking to crowds.
Yeah.
When you talk to a girl and you're just like a little awkward and you step to her, ask something, and she just makes the most outrageous joke ever.
Yeah.
Like, how would you react to that if in the same setting as a crowd? Because it can also just make you too comfortable and go all the way.
Yeah. So you know what it is, especially with social media and stand-up as well. It's like when you see crowds give a lot of crazy shit, a lot of people be like, you got so lucky. Normally what the comedian has done is created a comfortable enough environment where people feel like they can volunteer shit. So if there's a girl and she's saying outrageous shit, bro, you're at least doing something right. If she's feeling comfortable enough to fucking fuck with you and fuck with you back, like, to me, that's the biggest sign of, like, she's into this. If she's saying outrageous shit, if you start seeing her be herself, instead of, because, bro, listen, if I was Gail, every time a dude would approach me, it'd be, like, so fucking annoying. Because, like, you never know. Because most dudes probably approach you and they're fucking weird, they're killing the vibe, and you're trying to figure out the nicest way to get out of that situation. So you're self-aware. You're overthinking in your own head, being like, how do I get out of this? If the girl's not thinking and being like, this is fun, I'm glad he came over. Yeah, bro. Then you just run with the vibe. You match the energy. And if it should hopefully feel like you stop thinking at that point. You know, to me, the hardest thing is actually the approach. Once it's there, it's like, I wouldn't say I have riz. I'm just talking to her not as I would talk to you, you know, unless you're looking really good type shit. But
what the fuck is going on, bro? That almost is a call for a break right there. I almost a call for a break with that right there. Yo. We bringing it back to what Vess was talking about.
But I feel like the less
is that the big gay of March 2027?
Yeah. I'm gonna see you on March 24th, 2027.
That's the come out.
That's the come out. Nice.
That's the name of the album.
The come out. But yeah, I think the less you think, bro. I think the less you think, and then hopefully it just feels sick, or it doesn't, and then it's fine.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
You've been watching a little bit too much of the Diddy documentary?
The Diddy documentary, man. The Diddy documentary is so fucking good, bro. I pumped out 2 episodes yesterday. Yeah, bro, 50 Cent is the greatest hater of all time, bro.
I love
like financing this documentary because you hate Puff. Fire. And it's a good ass documentary, bro.
If but you go low, he digs in the ground, bro. This dude is insane, bro. He'll dig in the ground and bring up a skeleton. You're like, you forgot about this? You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But is this the documentary everyone was hyped about? Because one came out like...
Was you the one? You watched the one on HBO?
Yeah.
I think that's
a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of hype about that, but it wasn't that... Like,
yeah, this one feels like, I believe so. This is the big hype one because 50 produced it.
Yeah.
And he kept going this entire time. He's done it so well because it's not like a slander piece, but it is about Puff. So it's like, you know, there's so many nice things you could say.
Yeah.
But like there's credit given to his determination and his work ethic, but then it just shows how that can break a person. And it builds empathy because it shows you how he grows up as well and his mom's role in it. No one just becomes Puff, you know, it's not like you grew up in a perfect home and you were shown a lot of love as a kid. You'd be like, you know what the fuck I should do today? I should fucking traffic these ladies.
I think bro was inevitable. I think bro was a canon event. I think he was meant to happen. I think everything about it was like, yeah, bro, he was going to become that regardless. Like, like if you're telling me at 19, he did the college thing, like had this college party and people died, like, and he just kept moving on and he was like, to me psychologically is like, this guy is a hustler. And that he will always make it, no matter what he chooses to do.
Watch the documentary because what I'm saying is his mom was a hustler. So it's what you grew up around.
His dad was a gangster, bro.
His dad was a gangster.
He was going to be doing crazy shit regardless. He was going to be.
That's because of how he grew up, right?
Yeah,
which it gives the context to, which is nice because before I saw at least this thing, and sometimes you forget people are molded from how they grew up. So it shows you the household and you go, you see any mom beating the shit out of their kid and like this kid that's clearly not getting enough attention. You go, that poor kid. Then you realize how this kid grow up. You go, fucking hell, bro. You got to hug your kids, man. You gotta look after your kids, bro. That fucking y'all are building this people.
Like, I be thinking about it sometimes. Like, whenever I see like a mom and a dad and they be cuddling a little baby, I'm like, you're not gonna remember this shit.
Yeah.
like, do this shit later, bro. You don't gotta do this now.
That's the mentality of someone that didn't have a dad. Man, fuck that guy, man. Fuck that
bro,
baby.
Yo, do
bro.
that shit when he's 5.
Yeah, bro, I didn't remember that shit. So we the same for real. But you remember that shit.
Yeah, fair.
Bro, eyes not even open, bro.
Yeah. That's so funny. Come on. You just want to carry me now, bro. I'm 24. You gotta, I'll cuddle you like this, bro. That's the thing. But people, you got hugged by both your parents, right?
Yeah.
Man, fuck you, man.
And he invested in Bitcoin. Is that
Nah,
is that really?
look at us, bro. Late. Combined, we have one set of parents. Fucking hell, man. Shit. Think about that.
Yeah, but no, because I do think about, like, sometimes I'm like, I mean, he also a Scorpio, you know?
Your pops?
He a No, what?
Oh, sorry. No, we're not bringing
P.
that.
Diddy, bro.
P. Diddy.
P. Diddy, bro.
Puff. Sorry.
He a Scorpio, bro. What
Yeah.
that means is these motherfuckers is mad mysterious, but they hustle hard, bro.
No way.
Yeah. Like, they keep out, like, they have personal business, like, personal shit that they
Don't
be on.
encourage him.
I'm deep into the
Astrology?
No, fuck
Puff.
that.
Oh.
Yeah, he deep into Puff. That's what he trying That's what he trying to get
This
into.
motherfucker sound like Puff's lawyer. That's his only defense. Bro,
Yo, 'cause
he's
he
a
a Scorpio.
Scorpio. Come on, man. Fucking mysterious. I can't
Yo,
tell
but
you that.
you know he was born at 12:45 on November 22nd, bro.
Say wallah, that's his
So
birthday.
probably 12th.
12th of November.
He might be 12th.
That's
or
Bernie's
something like
birthday.
that.
Shout out Bernie.
That's Bernie? Oh, shit.
Shout out Bernie.
4th of November.
4th of November.
4th of November.
What time was he born?
What time?
Hustle o'clock, man.
And can you also see what the moon was in when he was...
Can you-
I'm
No
joking, I don't
time.
know that
Vessel,
shit.
can you Google what the Jews are doing right now?
Controlling the weather. No, there's no
This
time.
is like the first
mentioned.
part we're gonna have to edit. Fuck,
Yeah.
man. Vessel,
First time we've mentioned the Jews. That's
take that down. Take the timestamp down so you remember what. Trying to get some production money in this bitch. Anyone want to say the N word because we're gonna bleep this anyway?
And also having talent.
Talent?
He had genuine talent for music.
Puff, yeah.
Yeah.
like what songs are his?
He's a terrible rapper though. Everyone in the documentary be like, he had zero artistic talent. He was terrible.
Yeah, no, but he kind of like a curator,
Yeah,
like kind of like
He
DJ
had a
Khaled, you know,
taste.
like
Yeah, he had a good taste.
he had good taste in
He had a
music
good
and putting
eye.
shit
Everyone
together.
said he had a good eye. They said he couldn't play a fucking instrument, but he could hear if that shit gonna bang or not. Yeah.
That's what I believe in. So, because he was kind of the reason why, like, Mary J. Blige and so many different kind of people, like, they were like
Jodeci.
R&B singers. He had the
Yeah.
idea to put R&B singers on hip hop beats. Like, that was him that came up with that. So it was like, as soon as like he started doing that and that became like a big thing, people were like, yo, put them like singers on hip hop beats. And then he producing a lot of hip hop. And then he also got to know a lot of singers, also building his network even more. I was like, this guy
At
is so
22.
smart. And
Vessel,
like,
at 22 years old, he was doing
and
this shit.
even though he wasn't a dope rapper, he would always be on stages and red carpets with other rappers. So it was like he made himself famous off of his connects. Like, that's just smart. Like the dude was
Marketing.
gonna be fucking like regardless. He was gonna be something.
Crazy.
Dedication.
Dedication, bro. You think he was Japanese?
Yeah. It's so funny. Yeah, dude. Puff, man. Puff. Anyway, should we take a break or should we keep going?
You feel the energy going down, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take a break.
Let's take the break a little bit.
Take a little break. Why you don't say that live on the pod? You feel the energy.
So funny.
I feel like the
Yeah,
listeners.
you felt that, huh?
Yeah.
Did you feel that an
You
hour and a
felt
half ago?
Yeah. I'm glad you guys said something because a lot of the listeners are clicked off, motherfucker.
Like you're new to football, you get scouted, you get to a team. Nice, you made it, Eredivisie. And then you get on the field and there's like 20 to 40,000 people watching.
Yeah.
And they're going to talk about you at shows. It's so much more than just a game.
Yeah.
It's like the entire world around it. From that moment on, you're going to be analyzed. If you're bad, they're not going to talk to you.
Yeah.
Or they're
People then just
not
tweet
gonna
about
care.
you, being like, "Oh, you guys see this guy? He's the fucking worst person of all time." You're like, "What the fuck, bro?"
But that's kind of what I feel like they addressed that tension with the stadium and like for like football players, like in the anime, how they address it, where it's like when you at key moments, even though there's 24,000 people, everybody's quiet. Everybody. And there's like a moment where it's just silence, like a motherfucker,
Yeah.
And as soon as like the goal goes in, like the eruption is like it could pop the player's ears type shit. Like
Yeah, and
it's
that's
like
why a penalty kick is so exciting. Definitely when you're the last one to take it at the World Cup, and it seems so easy, but all the pressure.
the pressure,
and shit, yeah.
brother.
But that's the thing, that the reason why those guys are so locked in is because you can't even feel the pressure.
You can't process it.
Well, it's like they don't give a fuck. Like you speak to some of these footballers, you hear them in interviews, like Cole Palmer or Harry Kane. Sometimes you go, "Yo, motherfuckers speak English." Like I know you grew up in England, but y'all speak English because it's like they're not communicating. It's like they go.
What do you mean they're not communicating?
They asked Cole Palmer, who plays for Chelsea. He scored 4 goals in a game, and they asked him after, like, "Yo, did you like how do you like that's great?" And he goes, "Yeah." And they go, "Okay, did you like?" He was like, "So you scored 4 goals in about 40 minutes." And he looks at the camera. He goes, 37 minutes. You're like, this motherfucker doesn't give a shit. Like he gotta talk to you guys, but he just wanna go home, bro. Like this is it. That's why one of my favorite basketball players is Nikola Jokic. He plays for the Denver Nuggets.
But he don't care about nothing.
Brother, this guy,
just wants to
he's
play
the
with his horses.
funniest dude of all time. He's won 3 MVPs. He's, to me, the best basketball player in the world. You see this motherfucker, he's the only dude that treats basketball like a 9 to 5. Mm-hmm. He hates it. He hates it. He won the championship, the first in history, in Denver Nuggets history. They spoke to him after, "Yo, well done, Nikola. You won finals MVP. You're the best player in the world. You're the best team in the world. Are you excited to enjoy the Denver's first ever team parade on Thursday?" And he goes, "Thursday?" He goes, "I've got to go to that." And he goes, "Oh, no. I got to go home and see my horses, bro. I got to go play with my horses." But it's national. This is on ESPN. He just won the title, bro. He's like, "Bro,
I have to celebrate with y'all.
I have to celebrate."
Oh my god! Because where he from again?
He's from Serbia.
Serbia.
He's from Serbia.
Bro's excited to go home.
Right.
Oh my
Imagine
God.
being psyched to go back to Serbia as well. That's
Crazy.
how much you hate basketball.
Serbians are out here and they don't want to go back.
He's one of the most famous players in the world. He says after, he goes, "I hope nobody ever remembers me." I go, "Bro, I'm sorry." He literally says, he goes, "After I retire, I hope no one ever remembers me." It's really sweet. He goes, "I hope my kids don't remember me as a basketball player, but rather just as a father." It's nice, bro.
Oh,
Right?
well, who give a fuck, bro? You
Well,
just
who
won
give a fuck?
MVP,
Come
bro.
on,
What are you
man.
talking about?
He's averaging like 30, 10, and 12, bro. He's averaging a triple-double. This motherfucker is crazy. And by the way, he couldn't jump onto a pavement, right? He has no hops. He's not athletic. No one can stop him. No one can stop him. He's just like, because he doesn't give a fuck about basketball. He's just standing there like, "Y'all overthinking. I'm going to throw the ball over there. I'm going to throw it over there, bro. All right, I should score now. All right, I'm just going to drop 50 on your fucking heads," and not even smile. They said to him, it's like, "Bro, you just recorded a record." He had like 30 points, 20 rebounds, 20 assists. And they go, "You're one of the only players in history that's ever done this. How does it make you feel?" He goes, "Yeah, nothing really. I'm glad we won the game." You got any other questions? That's it, bro.
That's crazy.
He doesn't give a fuck. He's so
Because
tough.
he's so good at something, but he doesn't want to do it. Like, imagine like if you retired, but you were known for hosting a strip club 4 times, and then
4 times. I should finish that, a little anecdote. So I hosted the show about 6 times, 5 to 6 times. I ended up getting traumatized by it because it's like the most. Everything I'm bad at, dancing and not talking, right? As we've discussed, literally, I couldn't believe they hired me. And bro, by the way, most of the people inside the club, it was 400 women. Most were on bachelorette parties. So to give you some context, most of these women were getting married that weekend, and then they would go up on stage and get thrown like a porcelain doll by some dude named Tarzan and get dry humped in the most graceful way I've ever seen. It's like it's art.
it's art.
Right?
It's beautiful.
You're getting spun like it's nothing.
Lights.
Like it's like she's a water balloon, bro. It's just swinging, right? And then you gotta go home to your deadbeat husband, fiance. Sorry, it's like, what the fuck, bro? That's my night, man. This is what I would have to do. So then I went to Italy, bro. I went to Rome, and they're like, "Yo, we need you to come to the show." And I was like, "Bro, I don't think I can do it." And that was the last. And I never went back, but I didn't get to say goodbye to Tarzan. They just, that was it. That was curtains for me, man.
It was literally one of the most crazy experiences because you could tell like everyone there is so like drunk and fucked up. Like it was to the point where like, cause I was hanging out with him on the first one and I had nothing to do at that show. So I was like, I didn't have a show. So I was like, I guess I'll help y'all clean up. And I'm helping these guys stack the chairs and shit. Like, I'm helping them stack the chairs, and I'm like, all right, cool. Y'all done in here? All right, I'm going to go see y'all outside. I go outside, and there's still like a few gal, and they're like, were you up there? And I'm like, nah, I was helping them set up, actually.
He's the only other straight dude there. They must go, you must have been taking your clothes off.
Like, any dude that was like, oh, yeah, you either worked there as staff or you were on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's was really one of the most incredible experiences. So fucking wild.
It was a lot. Like, I went to like the top floor, but it was like just me. And I was like dancing. I was like, oh, who run the world? I was going crazy. I was like, yeah, talk to me, right? And literally at some point, I think, was there a break? There's a break, right?
There was no break.
There was no, it's just all the way through.
Bro, all the way
I
through.
remember like, one lady came up to me and she was like, I saw you dancing up there. I was like, you saw that? I was like, I was so far up. And then like the fact that they're like having so much fun and there's so much chaos, I was like, yeah, there's no room to talk or think or even do anything. Like, this guy just has to get them pumped up. He just goes, everybody on this side make some noise. Ah, everybody on this side make some noise. Oh, now Tarzan. Yeah.
It was so funny, bro. One of the first times I ever got recognized. I couldn't believe it, bro. I couldn't believe it. I just opened for this guy, Lucas Zelnick. Shout out to Lucas Zelnick, right? I opened for him at Boom Chicago. Great show. Sold out. It was one of the biggest shows at the time that I had done. I'm standing outside, bro, chilling. I go back inside. This guy comes up to me, and this guy and his girl come up to me. They be like, yo, bro, we know you. And I'm like, I just did the show at the venue. I'm at Boom Chicago. I just got off stage. I go, yeah, they're about to say something nice to me. They go, you were hosting that strip club show on Saturday, right? I go, no fucking way. And I go, yeah, keep that down, though. Yeah. I don't want Lucas to hear that shit, bro. I do comedy full time. I don't do stage work full time. But damn, that shit helped. Fuck. Bro, anyway, that's my strip club shit. You were just in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Great times.
You had
great times to be alive. I'm so glad I'm back here in this country. Wow, so great. So
we were on our WhatsApp group chat. I guess I'm talking to you guys now because they know the story. On our WhatsApp group chat, right? Shuad would text us being like, yo, check what my crib looked like. Nothing, no picture comes through. Then 10 minutes later, you'd be like, sorry, Caribbean Wi-Fi. This shit gonna pull up on Tuesday. Don't worry about it. But you went there for, you did a show.
I did a show there, man. And first of all, I just want to say, it's hard to do it. Like, to go from one vibe to the next, to go from cold to hot. Like, you don't want to do anything, right? You just want to chill.
How hot was it there?
And it was 28 degrees,
28
right?
degrees.
And when I tell you, like, first of all, like, I'm realizing so much about myself because I'm like, you know, like, I realize why I'm so reactive because it's like in my day-to-day life, I want to be chill and laid back, but I can't do it because I have to do shit. And when I have to do shit and I want to chill, I'm like, why the fuck do I have to do shit? And then I'm like, okay, I have to do shit. And then you do it, but then you so already hot and reactive. So when little things don't work out, I started to understand where it's like, I never used to understand Americans that would come and be like rude to us, like when they would come to like hotels or like streets or like shops or whatever, and they like extra snappy. They're like, I'll go to another hotel, and they're like being like extra like annoying. It's like
that happens. Is that that's the feeling in the Caribbean?
Yeah, because they're very ungrateful. Because they pull up and like, because you're gonna be ungrateful when you pull up. Because first of all, you like, I'm not in my country, so I could do a lot more, right? Like you're like, oh, it's a lot hotter here. I could wear whatever the fuck I want, and because I could wear whatever the fuck I want, I don't care what you tell me because I'm on fucking vacation, right? So you have that a lot where people are complaining about little shit for no reason. Where the fuck are my fucking hand towels? Where the fuck are my face towels? You're like, it's not that deep. Like, I'm like, you don't have to, you just use your body towel. Like, you don't have to do all of this, but every little thing becomes a problem because you hot up. But because every little thing is a problem, every little success is fucking celebrated as well. Where it's like, yo, we winning like a motherfucker. I'm down there. The day I have to do the show, because I basically go down, I'm doing like a show for the police union, right? And the police union, they're like, yeah, so we have like all of the police coming. We're going to have the governor and the prime minister and the other ministers come as well, right?
Are you the only piece of entertainment?
No.
Okay.
So I told them, don't do that, right? I told them, don't make it just me. There's other people. And they were like, yeah, we already have other people. So they have a local comedian who's been doing it for years, who's also my uncle. It's a very small community.
Wow.
Very
He's
small
actually your
community. I actually, so he's my brother's dad's brother.
Yeah, that's your
So
uncle.
in a way, he's like an uncle.
Yeah, I think it's
Like he's like not my
Gotcha,
actual
yeah,
relative,
yeah.
but it's like he's my
Gotcha.
uncle.
Yes,
you know, like I
gotcha.
know him like that,
by
right?
proxy. He's your
By
uncle-in-law or step uncle, whatever the fuck. Yeah,
Something like that.
Something like that.
So it's like one of those things where it's like he's literally my uncle. Like I know him, like I know who he is. So it's not like a big celebrity. It's like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna hang out with my uncle. And he was gonna give me advice for this competition. I remember just being like, okay, he didn't really give me any solid comedy advice. So I was just like, all right, have him do it because he knows how to perform for Caribbean
What
people.
was the advice?
The advice was terrible. It was like, just like, he was like, just be funny. And if you don't know how to do that, just look up jokes online and try to make it apply to you.
Type shit.
I was like, that's insane work. I was
Nice.
like, that's insane work.
Nice.
So I was like, all right, if we doing this, and he's a local comedian, he been doing this for years, make him go first. Because they asked me what I wanted to do in my lineup. They were like, do you want to open? Do you want to go last? I was like, you got to put me in the middle. Because they had this local guy that's been doing it for years. And at the end, a guy's going to come and sing the anthem. So I was like, well,
Yeah.
and he's going to do it in like a fun, like Sint Maarten Caribbean way. And I'm like, brother, and he's going to sing us like his own personal song at the end. I'm like, he has to close.
He's got to
like,
close.
Absolutely.
Can't follow that.
And I'm like, I'm a non-guarantee. So you got to put me second.
Yeah.
Right? They were like, okay, cool. And like what? I'm helping them set up too. And we're in this
yeah?
event. And it's so funny. We're in this event hall. And the owner of the event hall, he comes up to me. He goes, you Arnold's grandson? And I'm like, yeah. You know my granddad? He was like, yeah, I knew him. We used to drink a lot together back in the day. It's like this white dude, right? I was like, oh, really? I didn't know much about my granddad. Like, he didn't really talk much. She was like, yeah, he didn't. Unless he was drinking with us. Then he talked a lot. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm getting these backstories
Nice.
as I'm setting up this
What
event.
did you learn about your granddad?
I didn't learn anything. Like, just that he likes to drink.
Nice. But it's more info than you had before, which is nice.
Huh?
It's more info than you had
It's
before.
more info than I had
Now
before.
you know your granddad
Like-
was an alcoholic and he didn't speak.
And he didn't speak much.
Next year, maybe he also hit people.
Like, for all I know, he could have been a pretty cool guy.
Yeah.
For all I know. But I was very curious what he would talk about. I'm like, really? What would he talk about? I didn't get to all of that. So I'm helping them set up, and I'm exhausted. I'm like, because I was there since, 2 p.m. until everything started around, the doors open at 6:30.
By the way, them making you set up is
It was
hilarious.
nuts. It was nuts.
You were unpacking chairs and shit.
Everything.
Wow. Think about that. Wow. All right.
I was doing everything.
Shit.
Right? I was helping grab shit. Like, I was lifting heavy shit, like moving big plates or big ass things. There was stuff that was so heavy I had to just push it. Because I was like, I'm not gonna break my back lifting this shit. You're
That's how
fucking
heavy it was.
crazy.
He was pushing shit.
Right? So I was like, all right, we gotta do this. And we're here 4 hours before the event. And we literally leave the place, after we're done preparing, at 5:30. Right? So now I have to shower, get ready, come back to perform. I'm like, brother, I'm exhausted. I want to chill. I'm on fucking vacation, right? But sure, I got to perform later. Let me try to lock in.
He's like, where's my handhelds?
Yo, 10 minutes before the show start, they give us this paper. And I get details as basically explaining the governor, what his job is and how he is appointed and what his job means. And essentially, he's appointed by the King of the Netherlands himself. So essentially, in Sint Maarten, he represents the king. So whenever you talk to the governor, you always talk to the king. And because of that, there's certain things you can or cannot say to the king, right? And they give us this whole list, and I'm reading it, and I'm like, they're like, no foul language, no heavy topics about sex, women, gender, religion, all that other different kind of stuff. I was like, all right, cool. I'm getting this 10 minutes before I go up on stage. That's wild. Then,
How many times have you performed in the Caribbean?
I mean, besides the
told
talent
one-
show where I bombed,
Yes.
twice.
Twice. Including the show you just did.
Now this is 3.
Okay.
This is big 3.
Carry on.
Right?
Big 3.
This is big
Fucking
3.
hell.
So I'm reading this. I'm like, this is a lot of information. My mom comes up to me because she also works with the police union. And she was like, yo, so just so you know, I know I booked you and to be a comic, to do comedy, but the host isn't here and we kind of need you to do it. I'm like, you want me to host this? And mind you, I'm in vacation clothing. Because because I didn't bring a suit because I'm on fucking vacation and I'm like, and I'm gonna do a work and I'm gonna do a comedy set. So I'm like, I'm gonna be wearing what I normally wear. And they're like, yeah, you gotta host this. I'm like, you want me to host this gala right now, dressed like a fucking teenager? Like, wow. I'm like, are you out of your mind, right? But I'm like, at some point, 3 minutes before time comes, this young dude walks in. They're like, oh, that's the host. All right, he can do it. And I was already preparing how I was going to open. So I was like, okay, brother, here's what we're going to do. You open up, right? So you host in the beginning. And then by the half, when you announce me, I'll host from there. He was like, okay, that's fair. We could do it that way, right? We get the show started, right? Then he starts saying the announcement. He goes, everybody stand up for His Excellency, the Governor, Ajamo Bailey, right? My dude walks in with this Dutch white lady, and she got, like, this white T-shirt on. It's like, and it goes up to, like, hair. It's like a button-up shirt, but it's like a short sleeve. Yeah. And she got, like, one of those, like, joints, like those black things with the stripes on it. Yeah. So, and she got, like, the thing. So, I don't know what her job was. I feel like I should have asked her, but she was kind of, like, watching everyone that he spoke to, made sure that anytime I spoke to her, she was like, you should ask him in terms of like, they weren't together. No, but she sat at a different table, but her eyes was always on him type shit. And I would be like let's if I came up to her, I would be like, oh, would you like some wine? She'd be like, you should ask that table. I was like, all right. Like, I was like, yo, anything I asked her, she would be like, I was like, would you like a plate or a fork? Like, I'm also like serving, mind you. Like, because you're also a waiter. Let me tell you, brother. Okay, so they walk in, right? I have to host, and the guy walks in, and the host, like, he also didn't really get much info because he walked in 3 minutes before. So he was like, I'm not entirely sure what's going on. Like, what's his background? He knows what he's doing? So he's in the union. He's like a police in training. He's like a young guy. Okay. He's in training, but he's done Toastmasters a fuck ton. Got you. Okay. Toastmasters? You don't know? It's like the speech contest. Yeah. You learn how to do like speeches and shit. It's like a pretty good accolade to have in general. Like, okay, it's like not bad. Like you get like a lot of big opportunities from it. It's pretty good. As good as improv. So actually, it kind of is like improv because it's a lot of talking like that. So with Toastmasters, they like teach you how to do speeches and how to be a host, how to handle public speaking, like all of that kind of stuff. So basically, they were like, oh, he does public speaking, just make him do it. Now my man goes up and he's kind of like talking, and people come in, and it's a vibe, and he's like, all right, cool, we're gonna start with the first performance in a couple minutes. I'm gonna announce everything in a couple minutes. He walks off stage to get more info. For 4 minutes straight, it's just quiet. Like, it's just people just sitting at their table, just kind of looking around, and like the dudes, like there's like other like police in training, but like they're like doing the drinks, like, so like they're like behind a bar, and they're just there with like all these drinks. And they're like, and me and them are basically like working together on this. And I'm like, guys, so like, what do we do? Like, are they gonna come here? They're like, I guess they come to the bar. I'm like, what if we go to them? And they look over at them and they're like, no, I'm not doing that shit. I was like, word? So I was like, all right, bro, I'm gonna start doing it, right? So I'm walking up the tables. I'm like, yo, what's up, guys? I'm your host for the evening. It was like a lot of dude politicians. I realized that. It's a lot of dudes. And, you know, it's kind of hard. I'm not going to lie to you. If you serve it, like, I realize, like, it is nicer for people to see, like, girls come and serve them. Like, like when people see, like, attendants and stuff, like I'm not, like, stewardesses, like flight attendants. Yeah. People feel more relaxed a bit when women approach them, and I'm coming up to them dressed like how I be dressing, and I'm like, hi, gentlemen, I'm your host of the night. What would you guys like to drink? And I would have these ministers look at me and be like, I'm good, bro. And I'm like, oh, fuck. What were you actually dressed in? What was your actual fit? I had the same pants on. Same pants? I've had like a white tee and probably like a top over it. Got you. Like something like button up over it, but it wasn't button up. Gowns and everybody else was suited up. Wow. So I was like, all right, bro, you know, this is not going well. So I was like, I made sure, I was like, all right, I'm just going to go grab y'all plates. I'm I'm walking up to people. I'm talking to them. I'm like, y'all having a good night so far? I'm like doing bits a little bit. I'm like pouring, like, I pour one dude wine. I'm like, that's enough for you. And he goes, I'm like, Okay, so you're having some success. I'm trying. Okay. I'm working, bro. I set up. I almost hosted. I'm serving drinks and interacting. Brother, I'm working my ass off. off, right? I'm cracking jokes with them, doing whatever. I go to the governor table. My man, any question I asked him, didn't say a word to me. Just, I'm like, oh, bro. Like, I was like, this is going to be a tough show. Because I was like, if he don't even talk and he like doing this, I was like, okay, like, because the governor before used to be my other uncle. But now is this new guy and he like younger, right? So because he's like young guys, I would say like maybe like mid-30s maybe. And he got this opportunity, I think, like 3 years ago. So I was like, okay, this guy, like, I think you get a term of like 6 years.
Yeah.
You get a term of 6 years. And then my last uncle, he did 12.
Okay.
So this dude is like 3 years in. He's like halfway through. So I'm like, okay, he still takes himself very seriously. And I'm going to try to think about this as I go on stage. Like, you know, keep this in mind that he takes himself seriously a little bit. But the whole table, they didn't want any drinks. They didn't want shit. I was like, fuck. Like, I'm trying to, like, work with them, trying to, like, you know, smile, whatever. They didn't smile at me once. I'm like, dog, fuck me, right? First host goes up. He goes, all right, y'all, we're going to bring on the first comedian. And he brings on the first comedian. And it's the local legend, right? And I don't think he read the letter I got because he did the opposite. Okay. He did everything you shouldn't do. He talked about the ministers. He talked about the jobs they used to have. He talked about, because Curacao also won the World Cup, right? So he felt the need to talk about Curacao people. And, man, he did the worst, like, stereotypes. I was like, just stereotypical, like, the worst shit.
Everyone hated it.
About, like, okay, so the police were laughing. But the government officials were not. Okay. Right? Let's put it that way. Yeah. Right? So every government official was just like, bro, what? And you would hear like 2-3 tables of police, like actual like police members just cracking. I'll be like, But here's the thing about Caribbean people. We hella two-faced, right? That's why I tell you, like, we react, but we also think after the fact, right? Yeah. I'm hearing people laughing their ass off, going crazy, because he would be like, yeah, you know, Curacao people fake this, fake that, fake this, like you know, like clothes and breasts and everything. He going crazy, right? Stereotypes like a motherfucker. They going crazy. Ah, you so crazy. He making a joke about some kid seeing his mom's like lover in the closet naked and his dick out and shit. Like, he making all of these different kind of jokes, and I'm like, brother, this is crazy. The police, right? One of them, they're laughing. They get up from the table. They're like, yo, this is crazy, bro. They grab their drink. They walk over to the bar, right? They walk over to the bar. They're like, yeah, let me get some more sparkling wine. Yeah, I don't think you should be doing these jokes, man. That's fucked up. I'm like, what the fuck?
Bro's got his ass covered.
They're like, yeah, these jokes are way too rude for the governor, bro. You can't be doing this shit. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with none of this shit. Goes back to the table. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on, bro? This is the worst. Like, I can't read the room at all, fam. Yeah. So I'm like, yo, this is crazy. He does all of his jokes, and he kind of goes, like, this is how you know it was going crazy. At the end, he goes, am I done now? Like, am I done? And then the host, he goes, nah, you could do like 3 more minutes. He go, what the fuck? I ain't get paid for 3 more minutes. So he does one more joke and goes, yeah, all right, whatever. That's it. I'm done. He gets off. Host comes up. He gives out some awards because they were giving out awards. He gives out some awards. And then he goes, all right, now make some noise for your next act. Sure, right? I'm like, fuck, right? In my head, I'm doing backflips. I'm like, all right, bro, come on, lock in. You know, like you could address the governor, but don't joke about him too much because you're going to get nothing out of that, right? Like, address him, like, be casual, like, make it known in the room, address it, but don't, like, don't make it too much, don't do too much, right? I went up, and I kind of just introduced myself. I did, like, the short bit a little bit, and I talked about my mom, which was nice because she was in the room. So when I was like, oh, yeah, y'all probably know my mom over there, and I pointed at her. So I got nice reactions already at the top. But people were like, yeah, we know your mom. Like, you know, yeah, that's cool, right? So I was like, okay. So when I made jokes about her and naming me short, like what I would normally do, they were like, all right, you know, this is a vibe. This is cool, right? At that point, I was like, all right. Now I'm going to start talking about, I guess I'm going to do my bits about, like, studying law, going to the Netherlands, and what it's like a little bit, right? So in that way, how I tackled it, I kind of leaned a bit more towards the Dutch lady.
Yeah.
Right? So I kind of like addressed her a little bit, but nothing too much. Like I didn't talk to her. It was more of like, you know what I mean, right? So it was kind of like that, you know, and I would try to get, and if she didn't like, and she would be like, yeah. Like she would like, like she didn't like laugh, but she would be like,
enjoyed it. She would agree, yeah.
But yeah, she was very like, you know.
It was relatable.
Yeah, she didn't hate. She was like, you know, cool. You're doing all right, right? And I think at some point I did Uber joke. I did the Uber joke because I was like, maybe let me try it here. Didn't land. Everybody was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's like his closing joke as well.
Right? Because I was like, okay,
It's a good joke. It's a good story.
So I was like, also I didn't really set it up right because I just went straight into it. And I did the Uber jokes. I was like, fuck, okay, I did it. It didn't end well. And I wanted to connect it to the first comedian because people didn't like how he addressed jokes, right?
Yes.
How he had did certain jokes about like sexuality and all of that. So I was like, okay, let me try this bit. So I kind of did the thing where it's like, oh, you know, I wish I could talk about sex like other comedians, but I don't because I have a stutter, right? So I was like, all right, I'll do the stutter joke. I did the stutter joke, and with it goes to the airport, right? I don't know if you heard the stutter.
No, I haven't.
You guys gotta come watch the shows, man. This is like
so I do that bit, and like the airport bit, it does okay. Like I look at him, and he's like all right. And I ended it with kind of being like, oh yeah, you know, and then I made a joke about sex where I was like, oh yeah, with like stuttering while having sex is tough because you can't do dirty talk. So I did that at the end, and I got a big laugh from the police, but nothing from that table. Yeah. But I saw him kind of being like that, you know, like just like. Just like kind of looking down, like I don't know if it was like disappointment or he didn't wanna.
Or he was trying not to laugh.
Oh, he was trying not to.
Let's go with that.
I'd count that as a victory.
That sounds like a huge victory.
I walk off stage, right? No, I didn't walk off stage. I had to announce the awards, but they did all of the awards in the beginning. They were like, we're just gonna cut straight to Stuart, and then Stuart, you're just gonna announce the final act. So I was like, all right, everybody, y'all ready for the last act? I said, are y'all ready for the last act? Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, we here. Sorry about that. Like, they didn't know what to do. I was like, cool. Make some noise for your musical guest, King Bobo.
Nothing.
Yeah, he gone, bro. What you mean he gone? Yeah, he went home. He didn't know when he was going to be on. I was like, what do you mean he went home? What do you mean he went home? What do you mean he went home? He went home.
He just went home.
He was there too, bro. I saw him there. I was like, I saw him there. He was there from the beginning, right? He went up and he sang the national anthem, and he was supposed to sing his personal songs, like do covers, whatever, at the end, like just end it out with songs. My man left during the fucking awards. He just dipped.
And then what happened? You just hung out.
Brother, I was just up there and I was like, singing. Well, gotta keep the show moving, huh, guys? What y'all want to talk about? The host comes up, he's like, I got it from here, bro. I was like, all right, thank you so much. I get off stage, he makes a quick announcement. I go outside, I'm having a quick smoke. He comes out, he has a cigarette too. He goes, what the fuck is going on tonight? I was like, brother, I am exhausted. Wow. I am so tired. This is too much for me, bro. I need to rest. I'm supposed to be on vacation. And that's how it went.
Wow. Good job.
And they offered me to come back. They was like, oh, can you do another event next Wednesday? Like one of the ministers of VASA. I don't know what VASA. I don't know what VASA means. Because we use a lot of like Dutch, Dutch acronyms. So it's like, I don't know what the minister of VSA. Right? He's a minister of something.
World Sports Alliance.
World Sports Alliance?
Yeah.
The minister of sports? He could be the minister of sports.
That's Memphis Depay, no?
Is that minister of sports? Is that minister, right? A minister of something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a minister for something like that.
Ministers for everything.
Like so.
And you said no.
I couldn't do it because I was coming back.
Nice.
But it was so funny. So the first comedian, like the local legend, bro, comes up to me and he goes, yo, I had no idea who you were. I thought you were just a waiter.
Your uncle said that to you?
He said, yo, I forgot it was you. I haven't seen you in so long. I thought you were just a waiter. And I saw you on stage and I was like, oh shit, it's my little nephew that I taught once. And then he goes, he comes up to me. Hey, this is so funny. I don't want to blow up his spot, but it's just because it's the most funniest shit. Like, on stage, I addressed that I do comedy for work. My man comes up to me and he goes, I just want to say, bro, you really got something. You got stage presence. Like, for some reason, when you up there, everybody just want to listen to what you're saying. And I was like, first of all, I'm just like a teenager on stage and everybody else wearing suits. It's pretty easy to be like, what is this kid going to talk about? Like, stage presence is already easy. And then he goes, yeah, I like your delivery, the way you talk. Let me tell you something, all right? Every month, right, I want to do a show. I used to do it a lot back in the day. It would fill out. I do a show every month, and it's called an open mic. I'm like, you out your fucking mind? You out your fucking mind, bro.
He's pitching you an open.
I'm going back to the Netherlands immediately, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? An open mic?
Bro.
I was like, yo.
I want to fly back for this open mic. It's fucking wild.
Was it this guy? I think I got him. Minister Richinel S.J. Brug.
Yes.
He's Minister of Public Health, Social Development and Labor. VS.
Public Health, Social
VSA.
Development. Because then what is a Dutch word for VSA? How's it fully?
Doesn't say VSA.
Yeah, it was this guy. He asked me to come back in the next Wednesday. He's a pretty cool dude, man. Like
He
this
looks chill
dude,
as fuck.
he does a lot of like shit for youths and like foundations and shit like that.
Nice.
So he like, oh yeah, like you doing your thing. I want to come book you for another private event, and you could come do this.
That's
for like
awesome.
the ministry. Yeah, he tall as hell, bro.
How tall is he?
Oh my god, I saw him for like even sitting down, he was like, like he was still fucking tall, bro.
Damn.
Fucking hell.
That's aura.
That's aura like a motherfucker.
Gotta get him on our basketball team.
So that was pretty crazy. But if you want to look up the governor, you could look him up real quick. It's AJ.
AJ, and then
together. AJAMO, and then that and like space, BALY. BALY.
Jamu.
Oh, sorry. This guy.
All right.
He looked chill as well.
He was mad chill. Like his reactions were just like,
motherfucker, he thought this man was in his mid-30s.
he gotta be.
Brother, Google his age.
He looked really young up close, bro.
Brother.
Like,
Come on, man.
oh fuck.
Come on, bro.
That's an old ass man. That's a grown ass man, bro. Oh wow. I mean, shout out to the governor. I didn't know that.
Shout out to the gov. This one goes out to
Your uncle?
the gov.
Who's that?
Yeah.
No,
Like the one that was prime minister?
Okay, Eugene.
With age?
It's like EU. It's a very like
EUGENE. Yeah. Eugene.
And then
Holiday. Yes, the first one. That guy.
This is your uncle.
Yeah. Growing up, he was the
also a
governor.
slick man.
Also tall.
Okay. Then.
Interesting.
Nice.
When I thought I was gonna be performing for him, I almost shot bricks. I was like, bro, I can't do that. That's weird. I can't perform for my family.
Maybe he wouldn't have
bro. I can't do
remembered you either.
Huh?
Your first uncle didn't remember you. Maybe this one would have no idea who you were either.
Oh, actually.
Just
That is so funny serving your uncle. And it's like, oh shit, nephew.
no, you're not just a waiter.
Nephew, what you doing out here, man?
What's up? What's up, young blood? That's so
Alright.
funny.
We got to split. I got to go to work.
We gotta work. We gotta not go to work. Hey guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you, guys.
I missed you guys.
That's been in the background. I've been Stuart Scott.
I've been Daniel,
And I've been Vessel.
and Vessel's gonna go work.
Yeah, boy.
Thank you.
Guys.
See y'all in the next one. Shut the fuck up.
Guys. You guys really have to go? Why don't we just hang out for a little bit? Hey guys, what are you all doing later? I just noticed that your nails are the same color as your handbag. All right, I'm gonna go.